so bright out here I can't even see my screen. Alright, this is Third Coast Media. Pretty tired. Spent yesterday and most of the time in jail. I got a busted old hip right now and I had to walk a good bit when I got out last night. My leg's hurting. But I'm back up here at City Hall, Portland, Texas. Police station, City Hall combination, community center. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to ask for FOIA requests, complaint forms, speak to the lieutenant, see if I can get an incident number for what happened yesterday. So, and it looks like an officer that I know is out speaking with my mom. It's going to be possibly Wesley Shaw. How you doing?
Coming in, sir?
Yep. Hi. I need some info. I need some complaint forms. Do you do the FOIA request, Freedom of Information Act forms? I'm looking for the 911 call. I'm looking for the body worn cam. I'm looking for the dash cams.
Okay, you'll just need to fill out the public information request form on the table.
Mm-hmm.
The lady who normally does it is out on Friday. She should be in on Monday, so I can put it in her box for you.
Okay.
But you'll just need to fill that out till at least 6
Who is the watch commander right now? Who's the lieutenant on duty?
Lieutenant, should be Lieutenant Owen.
Owen?
You need to talk to him?
Yeah.
What was your name?
Jason Snowden. Just wait a minute, let me get these complaint forms. Just wait a minute, let me get these complaint forms and stuff. My mother's up here. She was... It's a public information request. I'm going to take two just in case I mess it up. Crash report. Okay, is there a complaint form that you have for officers? And do I need to put, I have more than one officer? Do I need more than one or can I put them all in the same one? Because Mr. Owen, Lieutenant told me there might be just one form for all three.
Yeah, let me check real quick. I think you can put multiple people on there. There's a summary on the back.
Okay. All right, and I'm assuming the lieutenant will be able to give me cause numbers, incident number.
He should be able to give you the information you need.
And since this was yesterday, do you think the report's done yet?
Really depends on what the report is. could still be adding stuff if it happened at a certain time. If it happened yesterday, the officers that were involved aren't in today.
They are not? So A. Ford's not working today, Sergeant Guerrera's not working today, and Ramirez aren't working today.
No.
Is Sergeant Shaw working today?
If he is, it's going to be night shift.
It's night shift? Okay.
I'm not sure if he does, what he is or not right now.
He's, Shaw's not in on this. I just know him. So
Okay.
I was just asking about it.
I'm not sure if he's in tonight or not.
Yeah. It was the other 3 officers. Ford was the arresting officer, but Guerrero let him sit there and do it. And so, I was at the JP. Were you working yesterday?
Yeah.
You hear about the JP? I was at the JP.
Do you know what time? I'm not sure.
3 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I was here at that. Well, I was here, but I don't know.
And they didn't bring me in until 3:34. I didn't get out till 9 or something. And Lieutenant Owen just let me out. No PR. He just looked at the body-worn camera forward and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna let you go." So Ford stepped in it. Well, my ride left. My mother is pretty upset. I think she just came in. Because they took my rental yesterday. No provocation, no probable cause. Even if they were arresting me, it was fine, parked at the JP's. I wasn't driving. And so she rented it for me when my car got totaled last week. So she's pretty upset about the 300 something to go get it out. And I can't even deal with her. She's just yelling at me. So she came up here to try to get some information on where it was, but she's hard to deal with. So she needs to calm down. I heard, who was that officer there that was just out?
There was Officer Murphy and then Sergeant Murphy.
I wasn't sure if he was a sergeant, but somebody was speaking to her when I walked up, and they were telling her the same thing. Just go calm down for a little bit, and we'll take care of it later. But yeah, if she was still there, I was gonna go ahead and go and see if I could get that car, because it's in Gregory. It's at the Gregory yard, and I already know everything, where to go, what to do. She's just being unreasonable. So if I'm not here, it's because I went on over to do that, and I'm gonna step outside and do some filming around the area. And if my mom shows back up, I may just go on out there to Gregory and get that, and I'll come back and talk to Lieutenant Owen. For the life of me, I thought his name was Cobb. I did a video on him last night, and I think I said his name was Cobb. I'm gonna have to correct that because I propped him up in my video. I filmed police all over the place, and the good ones, I don't just delete those videos, or if they do something good, I'll make sure they know about it. I'm not against cops, just against bad cops and cops that violate rights. And what happened yesterday was unnecessary. So you've got somebody coming in, so I'm gonna get out of your hair. Hi, how you doing? So here's the signs they have. They haven't changed them. They got upset when authority check came out, and went back here. It doesn't say private property, and actually from the other side, you can walk around and get there off of a sidewalk. So it does say private, or it doesn't say authorized personnel only. It just says police parking, and other cars will be towed. But it doesn't have no trespassing. Oh, just filming.
Oh, okay.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm just getting some footage.
Okay. This is where it is prohibited parking. So
Yeah, but that's prohibited parking, and I'm walking, so.
Yeah. No. I'm just making sure you're okay.
I'm good. I'm just filming, sir. I'm not sure who that officer is. He didn't seem to push it. We'll see if he has anything to say about it. This is the Sally port. This is where they brought me in last night. Not where they released me. You can see there is a restricted access on that one. You've got a code enforcement officer over there. Wow, they got a Hummer. I remember that. I haven't seen it in so long. They got a Hummer. I don't see them use it. I've forgotten that they even had it, to tell you the truth. But it's a nice Hummer. Hey, what's going on, Lieutenant? Yeah. Well, I just thought I'd do a little filming.
Did you get the form that you needed?
I got the,
Where is she?
yeah, I've got the complaint form, and she said, like you said, I could put multiple on there.
If not, I can get you a couple more.
I need the badge numbers. I know A. Ford, Andrew Ford, 152. I don't know your Sergeant Guerrero. Guerrero or Guerrera?
Guerrero. Sorry, you're confusing me. Guetta.
Guetta. Okay.
Ford.
Yeah, Andrew Ford,
152.
152. I know that. That's on my video. Oh, did you get a chance to see mine?
That's what I was working on.
Yeah.
I was looking through it front.
Yeah, I've got it up on my channel.
It said Ford, Guetta.
Ramirez was the other officer. I don't have too much issue with him. I think he's a nice guy. He took the report of my accident. But he was there, and so I just wanted everybody there on the thing, but he wasn't arresting. Yeah. And then, so I asked her for the body-worn cam. How you doing?
Didn't give you the submission for public information request.
Right, you had two. You had two left out there, and I thought I might mess one up, so I took the second one.
That's fine.
Y'all are empty on them now.
Yeah.
But so for this, I'm not sure how to do it. I've done one in Gregory,
Okay.
and I paid for the cam footage and the reports and everything,
Okay.
and I never went and got them. I need to go back over there and try to get them.
Well, if you do mess it up, our records clerk, she's a little bit more familiar with it. And
Okay.
she'll probably help guide you through it a little bit better than I can.
To,
she does deal with this all the time.
Okay. I'm not even sure. Some places are hard. Like, it's hard to get body cam from places. Do y'all get body cam out over here with no problem?
Yeah, it's all safe.
Okay. What about the 911 call? Was there a call for service by one of the employees? Can I get the call for service?
That'll all go on this.
Okay. So call for service. Dash cam. Do y'all have dash camera audio in your car? Okay, I'm just wondering. A lot of times, you ever watch this video?
I told you yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of times. Well, I'm just saying, a lot of times. Hi, how you doing? A lot of times, the body-worn footage that the officer has comes up missing.
No, that's not.
And then I'm also worried about retaliation from these officers against my son, or my mother, or, you know, I don't think, I know Shaw's not that kind of guy, but the impression I got from Ford, Ford is a problem for me. I'm going to push him. And Sergeant Guerrera, I guess, how to say it again?
Guetta.
Guerra.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's okay.
Sergeant Guerra didn't know the 3802 law. And I asked to speak with him. You watched that footage, right? And I said, I don't want to talk to you anymore, Ford. I want to talk to your Sarge.
Okay.
And that's when Ford
Well,
hooked
like I
me
said,
up.
the Internal Affairs is working on it.
Okay, I want to give you my...
What's your updated address? You
I
know
don't
where
have
you're going to
one.
go from
I
there?
have nothing. I've got till 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Who's mom, dad, a friend, anybody that we can mail anything to, or somebody that we can get a hold of. If we can't use that same phone.
I mean, you can call mom. You can send it to mom's at 102 Park.
102 Park.
I'll probably eventually get it if it
Okay.
goes over there. Whatever it is.
Well-
it may, if it's something timely, that may not be the case though. I may not
Okay.
hear from her for a week, and you know.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I don't worry about it.
Okay.
But,
That's still your good phone number, right?
And that's my cell number, and until I can't pay it anymore, it'll be on. I've had it for 7 years, so
Okay.
I think I'll manage
Well,
to get
you
that.
do your thing. Like I said,
I will.
we're working on it.
Do I
and-
need to talk? Okay, so is Internal Affairs going to call me? Does I need to talk to somebody?
I will get a hold of him. I thought either you were going to call or he was going to call you.
Okay, so I haven't,
You hadn't
as
reached
far
out
as
to
I
him
know,
yet.
I haven't reached out and I haven't received a call from him so far. It's still early. It's the next day.
Yeah.
I don't know your process. I don't. You probably haven't got the report down yet.
It's
Report
almost done.
finished. It is done. So, is that something I can get put on here?
Yeah.
Something I can
Hey,
get today?
You know what? If you need multiple, let me look at information request.
Okay.
Okay, it's all on there.
Okay.
And it says,
Yeah, I haven't even
request
looked
and
at it yet.
report, other request, photo ID. Well, you'll have to have an ID with you or whatever. And then request for body camera video. Everything's there.
Okay.
And if there's anything that's missing, like I said, ask the records clerk, because, man, she does it all the time. She's good at it, okay?
One more thing I had right off the top.
Okay.
Am I criminally trespassed from the JP's office?
I'm not going to get into it because it's under investigation.
If
Okay?
I go over there, am I going to be arrested for criminal trespass? You got to tell me that,
I'm
man.
not going to get into it.
So you got to tell me whether you're going to arrest me if I show up over there.
I'm not going to get into it.
How can you not tell me that?
One, I wasn't involved with your case until
True.
I started reviewing it, okay?
Okay.
And it's under review.
Okay,
Do me a favor and call over there and ask them, hey, are y'all okay with me scheduling an appointment with the judge?
Seriously?
And that's what I told you
you know,
yesterday. That way, you and her are on the same page and there's nothing conflicting going back and forth. I don't want to tell you to go over there and you get in trouble.
there was an
Or you
issue
get
with the
upset.
ladies. The ladies were blowing smoke.
Which ladies?
The two ladies that I was
On the
scared.
registration side or
The JP side. There's
Okay.
two ladies. I don't know their names. One of them handles tickets. The other one handles stuff for the judge deals.
I don't know their names, but I know
They
the
were
girls
blowing
that are there.
smoke up my butt.
Okay.
They didn't care about my problem. They made it clear they were dismissive and rude.
Okay.
I wasn't too nice to them. But F-bombs and threats, I watched
You
my
watch your
video.
video. Nothing.
The worst I said was, so tomorrow, Officer Purnell's going to show up with his Portland PD and throw me, my son, and my shit in the street. I said that twice. And then she said, well, we're sorry. We're just doing our job. And I said, well, if your job entails throwing somebody in the street that's desperate in the middle of a pandemic, that's had all the problems
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
having, then your job sucks. And I said that like 3 times, I think. Your job sucks.
Okay.
And then then they started to ignore me. So I said, you're going to ignore me? And I just walked off.
I'm not going to get into it, but like I said, man, if you need to talk with her, I think calling and scheduling a date and a time would work for you and work
Well,
for her.
they're not, she's not going to be there for another week, the information I got yesterday.
From the judge not going to be there for a
That's
week?
what I was told yesterday by the girls. But my thing is that
Maybe call them and see if she's
I want to
able
go film. I want to go in there and film.
Okay.
And it may be me just getting in their hair, but
Yeah.
that's they poked the bear of Jason, and I'm gonna it's legal for me to do that. Now, if there's an issue with criminal trespass, then obviously I'm not gonna go in there and film.
Well, and I also don't want to encourage you to go over there and things get blown out of proportion either.
That's why I recorded yesterday,
Yeah.
because they lied on me and said I was threatening and throwing F-bombs.
Yeah.
I've got my footage. You're welcome to look at it. It's on Third Coast Media, 3RD Coast Media. That's my YouTube channel,
Is it like the number 3
And you
or
know
just 3?
3RD. And last night I put one up on you after you released me.
3?
3RD, like
RD.
no, it's the number
Okay,
3,
the number
and then
3.
RD, like
RD.
third base, right?
Okay.
If you were saying third base,
And then Coast Media.
Coast Media, and so the arrest is on there, and it only goes until he throws my camera and starts slamming me around, and then my camera goes off. They either turned it off or it went off when he threw it. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But the body worn camera will show more than that, show what happened, and I don't have that. That's what I want to get from y'all.
Okay.
But mine will show you exactly what I said and exactly what I did, and I'll be honest with you right here. I wasn't the happiest person. I wasn't particularly nice
No
to
one
those
is
ladies.
when it comes to
I'm getting
trying to get your
evicted and they're
house.
blowing
Yeah.
smoke out of my ass. And so I'm up there fighting for a few extra days trying to get something to give me some time. And if you watch the whole video, after I'm done with those ladies, I go back around and I find the commissioner's assistant, administrative assistant, and I say, who are you and what's your position? She's very nice. She was really meek, like she was scared of me, like she didn't like what was going on, you know, and she may have been the one that called, I don't know. But yeah, but she was a really nice lady. She did nothing wrong to me. She just said, yes, he's in there. And I said, may I speak to him? May I go in?
Yeah.
And she said, yes, and he can hear you. He's in there. So I went in. He introduced himself. I sat down. We were having a conversation. I was telling him my sad sob story, which is laundry that I don't air to public. I don't put my shit on Facebook, or not my personal shit, you know.
Yeah.
But in this case, you know, I had to, you know, I got to tell you stuff that I don't want to tell you just to try to get the help from you. So anyway, he was basically telling me, look, there's nothing I can probably do about it. It's really going to be Judge Diaz, and then that's when Ford showed up.
Okay.
And you've seen from there, so.
I'm not going to get into it too much, okay?
Okay.
I would just suggest that you call them, schedule a date, schedule a time. If you need help with this paperwork, come up here. If I'm here, I can help you.
Okay.
But the records clerk's going to be your number one.
Is she here or over there?
She's actually, so when you walk in the front lobby of the PD, to the right is where you get a hold of dispatch and whatnot. If you go straight ahead, that's where the record clerk is, and I
Okay.
don't believe she's here today.
Oh, you know what? She just told me
Miss
up front
Hodge.
that she's out on Friday.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
she didn't
Miss
tell me her
Hodge.
name, but the lady up front just told
Yeah.
me that she is out today.
Okay.
So
Well,
I know she's not
I'm
here.
gonna get back inside.
I'll let you
and-
get back inside, man.
Like I
gonna
said,
walk
if you
around
need any
and
help,
tell
man,
them.
give us a shout, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate it. And hey, for the life of me, I don't know why I thought, but for some reason I thought, is there a Lieutenant Cobb? Is there a Cobb here? I thought your name was Cobb. And when I put you on my video last night, I said this. Officer Cobb was a stand-up. Lieutenant Cobb was a stand-up guy.
Here.
I got it wrong, Owen.
Here.
So I'm gonna have to go back and give you credit for that because I gave you props for what you did last night.
Well, here's my thing, man. Like I said, my job is to stay impartial and
Tough to do, and
both sides.
I think Ford kind of went on his feelings. I think the girls kind of went on their feelings up there, and not the law.
And like I said, it's gone to internal affairs. Okay?
I understand.
They'll work on it from there.
The Sarge didn't seem to know 3802 either. What their misconstruation was is that they think that the
Yeah.
bottom part that says if you're
there's an A section and there's a
okay,
B
so
section.
the main
Yeah.
section says
Yeah.
that you don't have to unless you're arrested lawfully. And then the section under that says if you're detained, you can't give false or fictitious, but it doesn't say that you have to give anything. They're under the impression that when asked, even for any reason, if a cop asks you, I've got to give you my ID. And that's why I stopped trying to disengage with Ford and tried to talk to the Sarge
I'm trying to switch to something.
and see if the Sarge would, follow the law, and he's with Ford. He's with his officer. He's not going to follow the letter. That's why I got a big problem with Guerra. Yeah, I got it right that time.
All of us think that they can end up on the same page, and we'll see what we can do to move forward. Okay. Give me a shout if you need anything.
Hey, listen,
Inside.
I don't know what's going to happen with this.
Uh-huh.
I'm probably gonna, if it turns out I've never sued anybody in my life.
Uh-huh.
I might sue. I don't know. But
You
mainly
got that right.
what I really want is I want Guerra and Ford to know 3802 and other laws
Yeah.
and how criminal trespass works.
Yeah.
Your policy may be that you want my name and get it. CTW doesn't require that I give an ID. It just doesn't. And I know all departments want it. That's their policy. That's what they tell their officers to do. I understand that. But that's not law. So he didn't seem to understand that I didn't have to present an ID for CTW. And I don't know if you agree with me on that or not, but that's the way I believe it. And he didn't understand the 3802 that I had to identify.
Well,
So I want
being
some.
looked into, like I said.
I want some training. That's I want them trained more. I don't want them fired.
Okay.
I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah.
I don't think, but I want it to stop. That to stop. I don't want it to happen to anybody else or me again. And so we need the officers.
Yeah.
I'm for officers. I'm not a defund the police guy. I'm not an anti-cop. What I say all the time, you say defund the cops and fuck the police. I say they need more training. They need more equipment.
Yeah.
They need more. Some guys get through the weeds. Maybe they're a psycho and they get in there and then they make the whole department look bad.
Yeah.
So there's guys that need more training, and I'm not a guy that's going to say, hey, I want Ford fired. I don't
Yeah.
agree with what he did, and he really messed my life up right now.
Yeah.
But I think some training is in order, and that's what I'm going to push for.
I know things are rough for you right now with everything going on at home, but best of luck to you.
All right.
You got my card. That way you know.
I
my
do.
name.
I appreciate it.
Give me a shout if you need anything. Okay.
All right, man. I'll shake your hand again. I'll let you
Take
get back
it easy.
in there. I know I'm
Yes,
chewing
sir.
your ear off. Okay, so that was Lieutenant Owen. He's been a nice guy. And he hasn't violated my rights yet, and he hasn't done anything that I've got to say anything bad about him. So, like I said, I give the credit where it's due, and I give the fault where it's due. I wonder what this is. It looks like an old, like a ZZ Topper car over here that's got a cover on it. Yeah, it's all covered up. I don't know if I've seen that around town before, or what they use it for, or where I can't remember, but I think I have seen that once or twice. Uh, got another officer. He's looking at me over there, keeping an eye on me. I don't know if he's just on the smoke break or if he's, yeah, he's just on the smoke break. Hey, what's that old ZZ Top looking car that y'all got covered up?
Oh, that's
For like a parade or stuff? I'm thinking, have I ever seen that like in the parades or out at the corner? I was like, I think I have, but I forgot. I forgot y'all even had the Hummer when I came back. I was like, oh, I forgot. Y'all ever use the Hummer?
yes, it's assigned to one of us.
Oh, so one of the sergeants drives it. Which one?
Sergeant,
I don't know him. Okay. You ought to give it to Shaw. I like Shaw. I think Shaw deserves it.
yeah, I'll let him know.
Hey, man. Have a good day. So, they really didn't mess with me, and I think the main reason is because they stepped in it last night when they arrested me for the BS. And one officer said something to me, and then another one was looking at me, and I don't know if I pulled him away from his meeting, but the lady in the front told me he was in a meeting and he would be out, and I said, well, I'm going to go film and I'll be on the grounds. And he showed up pretty quick after I went to the back. And I'm not sure if that was because I was in the back or if he was actually out looking for me. He seems like a pretty stand-up guy. I don't really think he would be worried about me being in the back of the cop shop. Matter of fact, I discussed that with him last night. If they had put signs up that indicated that you couldn't walk back there, that it was authorized personnel only. Because again, here's the only signs: police parking only, violators will be towed at owner's vehicle expense, or vehicle at the owner's expense. So I'm not a vehicle, and they seem to not have a problem with it. I think maybe the situation was different. They might have made a bigger stink, but I'm sorry. A lot of that interview with Lieutenant Owen, I had my camera down and my paperwork, and I need to work on my camera skills. I try not to shove these things in people's face. Try not, but I need to get better at it and just hold my camera up and actually get the face of the guy. I know I'm not doing a great job filming some of these things. Like I've got my finger or probably over the lens half the time there because I've got my phone turned around the back way. So y'all bear with me on my filming. We're gonna leave here. I'm gonna do one more once around, and then I think I'm gonna go over to the Portland post office and see how they respect my rights to film. I haven't been doing a lot of auditing over here, but after yesterday, I think I need to get back out here and give this area some more attention. So let's see what City Hall has to do. COVID vaccinations are not scheduled today at this facility. Please call the San Patricio. Let's go. It's locked. So community center, or the City Hall's locked. Oh wait, I'm sorry. This is community center. The City Hall's over here behind the fountains. Ah, look at that. Old Glory flying high with the Texas state flag flying high next to it. Shout out to Amagessant Press, Jason and Ben. There is no POW, never forget flag here though. I don't know if that's something he just says, or there's always a flag. Haven't seen one at the post office that says that. Shout out to Amagason Press. The fountains are off. They were on last night. Yeah, we got somebody working over here. Barbecuing. Let's go see what they're barbecuing. I can't see my timer. 30-minute video. Hi. What you doing? Barbecuing? Oh, I saw the pits over here. I thought, oh, she's barbecue. I thought, oh, those barbecue pits? What are those? Oh, they're lights. Oh, from an angle, I thought it was barbecue pits, and I thought this was some kind of barbecue thing.
This is water pumps for the fountain.
You know what threw me? I didn't expect a woman like you to be over here doing this kind of work. Props to you. Props to you. Have a great day. So yeah, my eyes are getting bad, guys. Those were not barbecue pits. Those were big lights. She was in some kind of pit area thing, and I thought, well, maybe that's... I don't know, man. I think I'm insane. Look, thinking that was a barbecue pit. I'm losing it. Oh, I'm carrying all these complaint forms around. I don't have any place to put them. I guess I'm going to kind of shuffle them into my back pocket. I hope I don't bend them up too much, but it's affecting my camera skills, having to hold papers with one hand and the camera in the same hand. I doubt y'all can read that. My eyes are so bad I can hardly read stuff. Second public hearing. So I want to see about public hearings. I might be going to a few public hearings. Portland building standards. Planning, zoning. Order of cancellation for May 1st, 2021. On election schedules. See what's up in City Hall. So they've got the COVID stuff here. Conference room. We've got free flyers over here. COVID-19, what to do. Visit Portland. A Portland old-fashioned paper street map. I'll take one of those. process credit card payments. So City Hall, 2007. Mayor David Krebs, I'm sorry.
And how soon would it be able to connect it? On Monday? I'm gonna be meeting, technically yes and no, because I'm trying to get, something to move all my stuff over, but I'm gonna be moving around this week.
So I don't know, there's an elevator. This says an exit. Well, it's got a passcode, so I don't know if it's authorized or not.